Kodak, what are you doing? You're tempting me with this green candlestick momentum. Don't do this, Kodak. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hopefully you had a good Thursday. Yeah, I bought in somewhere around here. Pretty much just to be able to sell a covered call, because the premium on these things are crazy on Kodak. So yeah, I bought in about here and it kind of sold off. Wow. I guess I bought in a little higher than that. I kind of top ticked it. Whoops. But I might do a little wheel on this again like I was doing before. However, this time my average cost is about $3 more, so it's a little more sketch with Kodak, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I bought in one. I was kind of hoping it was going to shoot back up later, so I didn't do the sell a covered call until later in the afternoon. 15 bucks though, expires tomorrow, saying that it won't go above 10.5, which is crazy. So anyways, yeah, back into Kodak, whatever, 100 shares, I'll mess around with it. What else we got going on? So this long-term account I keep showing you on the Robinhood, I'm kind of just setting this up to be actual long-term. So the growth on here is going to be pretty slow. The biggest growth is when I'm going to be depositing money from the other accounts, profits from the other accounts into this one to hold shares, sell covered calls, sell puts, that sort of thing. Spy credit spreads or other credit spreads maybe too, but no really buying premium. But yeah, so the market's today it's still going down, kind of how we predicted. Even yesterday with this crazy sell-off, remember I said I think it'll come up and then it'll come back down and sell off towards the end of the day. That was merely because this was so much velocity in the sell-off that it was kind of an overreaction here in the oversold RSI. So I assumed it'll kind of bounce a little bit, but the overall trend is bearish. So does that bounce? And then, I mean, I don't know how I predicted it just like this, but I also thought maybe it'd stay flat, or maybe it'd come up and then come down, or maybe just come down. But with how quick this went down, I assumed it would kind of be flat and then something actually how this is. I think tomorrow it might be a little green. I don't think it's going to be big green. I think it'll be a little green or red. But yeah, we're bearish. So if you weren't listening to me 3-4 days ago before we started really selling off, I'm sorry, but yeah, you should have been buying puts right about in here. I mean, that would have been the best, but definitely by here. We've got puts that are going, put debit spreads. The problem with those a little bit right now though, since it's kind of just melting off, it's not like a lot of doesn't have a ton of velocity. It is just kind of a melt off where it's like coming down, little consolidation. This is a pretty big one, but then this dead cat bounce or whatever you want to call it, consolidation, bear flag, whatever it is. So it's kind of a slow stair step down and sort of consolidating at the same time. So it's not great for premium on a buyer side, just because it's not a quick tons of velocity. But if you sold premium and just knew the trend, which is kind of what we're doing, then you could do pretty well. That being said, I do have, not on this account, on this one, I do have options, and they're taking their time. So this morning, this Bank of America was up like 130%. NKLA was up, I don't know, over 100%. But I'm giving them time. They've got tons of time. Actually, not tons of time on that one, but when it does this, when it was here, yeah, I could have sold it, but I only have one of these, so like I'm gonna hold on. When it comes up like this and then comes down, that kind of just kills the put premium. So we need another day of, pretty big red. But if you see this is a clear bear flag, so boop, it's gonna keep dropping. Pretty confident in that. Probably even tomorrow, even if SPY's kind of flat or not super red, I think NKLA will keep going down. So this one will be fine. It does expire somewhat soon though. That's next Friday. 1650. I mean, this thing might get in the money. Oh, that went to 1615 today. No wonder, man. Yeah, the premium on this was nuts earlier. Wow. So this the huge. I didn't realize that's all the way 1615. Because it dropped so much. This chart. This up here is 28. Okay, so 1650 is right here. Yeah, this will definitely get in the money, I'm assuming. So I'll sell that once it's in the money bit, and but yeah, we'll see. maybe tomorrow. I mean, I could just keep holding it though too, like just let it get further in the money. If you look at these, you know, if it's pretty far in the money, these get pretty valuable. This one's 600. Is that right? No. Wait, why am I confused? 25. No, it's these. Why is it? I'm very confused right now. 25. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is okay. So yeah, if I was whatever 3 strikes from the deep in the money, then 600 maybe. Depends on how quick it gets there. But that'll have to come down quite a bit. That'd make it. We'll see though. That'll make it like $10, $11, which it might be. That's where it was back here. So if it gets there in the next few days, this will be worth a lot. This will be 1,000% play maybe. Yeah. Maybe not. No, if this be 1,000%, it'll have to go more than 11. It'll have to go down to like 8. I'm not sure. I don't know what 1,000% is anyways. And then I've got this Bank of America. This was up a lot more earlier, but this should keep dropping. Highly confident that it will. As you see, it's breaking through supports. I mean, it kind of looks like there's a little support here, but this is extended hours, so I don't really hold that too strongly. It's not really reversed. I think it's going to keep going down, just stair stepping down. And I've got a lot more time on that one. Those are the only 2 really. Oh, I picked up Wells Fargo today. Excuse me. I didn't time it great on the pickup. It was coming up a little bit and I picked it up here. I didn't realize it was all going to rip. So I could have gotten it for cheaper up here, but it's still not bad. I'm only down 4% on it and it came up. But I think Wells Fargo is going to keep dropping, even though this does look like kind of a bottom. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see on Wells Fargo. I wouldn't imagine Bank of America would keep going down, but Wells Fargo would come up, so they'll probably go down together. But I could be wrong. On the E-Trade, these were all doing great in the morning, and then everything started ripping up, so they started losing premium. But it's kind of weird with the spreads on these debit spreads. I'm like, I like it because they're cheap and they're safer, but I don't like it. And I just don't like the way it looks on E-Trade. It's very confusing, and I don't like understand what's going on. So this GPS, this is Gap, this is Delta Airlines, and this thing's back to even. Then the Tesla, I got out of the Tesla calls I was in for a small profit. Or no, on these it was a small loss, but the overall position was a profit. So now I just have these. Oh, I'm sorry, we got out of the puts for a profit. Now I just have these calls left, which, you know, I have until the 9th of October. So these probably, unless Tesla just breaks away from the market, these probably won't do anything. But I kind of thought Tesla was doing that today. It looked like it at one point. If you're watching, Tesla was kind of running up right here, and that was kind of before the SPY was, I think. Yeah, it was. It was starting to run up before the SPY was. I think like this candle, if you see it, this was the SPY. So, but then it just, of course, copied the SPY again. I don't know. Yeah, doing that again. So we can break free from that. That'll be good. But Delta Airlines, I think that'll keep going down. I kind of wish these were just naked puts, man. Yeah, I don't think there's a bottom yet. I think I'll hold it, but I might start. I'll probably start scaling out of these just to pay for them, because I've got 32 of these. Only cost me $202, but if I could sell 5 of them and cover the whole position, that'd be pretty good. And I'll probably do that with Bank of America too. But yeah, get your puts in. We might have tomorrow could be green. It could be a little bounce on a Friday, but since we're pretty far off of the trend line up here, the 180 moving average, it might come up a little bit, kind of just under this top, this resistance right here, or below it, or here, and then come back down. So when it does these bounces, I'd say at this market, get your puts. Puts lose a lot of value, or sell premium. You know, sell a credit spread, call credit spread, if you want, say it won't go higher, but that's not a recommendation. That's just kind of what I'm thinking in my head. I wait for the big green candles. There's premium. People think it's going to reverse. Then you sell call credit spread like I did right here. There's my covered call on Kodak. Yeah, so I sold this one. It's already got half its value, 50% up. I sold this one kind of early, actually. I didn't realize it was going to rip like this. It was kind of in this range right here, and I was pretty confident we wouldn't keep rallying. It had me questioning it there for a bit though. When I saw these big green candles were coming out, I'm like, but then then it corrected, and I don't think it's gonna expire up there. Basically, it has to stay below 331, which at this point doesn't seem like doesn't seem too unlikely. But when this was going on, I was like, I don't know. And I'm pretty certain tomorrow will not rally like that at all. But I could be wrong. That's just where I'm at this point. I want to do some more SPY credit spreads on this account. It feels bad letting this account just bleed off when the market's going down. I want to try and bolster it up with some premium collecting, because a lot of these I picked up at a bad time. These debit spreads, I mean, they don't have a whole lot of value. I mean, it's hardly anything. Really, where I'm losing on is Tesla and Rocket. I just bought into those at a poor time. Tesla, not really, but Rocket, yeah, pretty much top tick that one terribly. And then these are they're down a little bit, not too bad. But today they came up, so I actually did sell a couple covered calls. I sold one. Still got this GM put. Actually, that's crazy because GM I might not get exercised on this. It might come back up to 30.5. We'll see though. With the market going down, I don't think it will. I'll probably have 100 GM shares by tomorrow. But I sold a covered call on Space, and what else? Rocket already had one out on, maybe just Space. Oh, and Kodak. But yeah, Space kind of ran up a little bit today. I had one out for it, but it never filled. There's just no premium on AT&T. If you look at, like, to sell options on AT&T, I think it's kind of silly. It's like this expires next Friday. 3 cents. Yeah, because it doesn't move. So you could do the credit spreads on here too, kind of like how I do on the SPY. And I've thought about it, but it's just not a whole lot of premium. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, comment down, sub up, like up, make your money happy money so it'll stick around, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.